So our next and final speaker in this early afternoon session is Johannes Vallivaara from ProAgria Lapland, and I think you can change.
Yes, I can do.
Great.
Shortly, what ProAgria is. We are a national network of independent associations owned by our customers, mainly farms, firms, and other associations which are located in rural areas. Our aim is to keep sparsely populated areas alive, and we are providing different kind of services like finance, management, and production services for companies. So what is happening in rural? Capital is outflowing in really fast. Money is going from villages to bigger cities, and then our capital, and then into Europe, and then I don't know where it's going. We have done a few examples, or I'm presenting here. So case what we did with Luke in Kierinki about 5 years ago. Kierinki is small village middle of Lapland. About 116 inhabitants were living on that time. Total incomes after the taxes were 1.8 million euros. And they bought every year energy almost 800,000 euros, and for food they put 300,000 euros. Those ingredients they are needing to just stay alive in Kierinki. So it's quite much money. And most of those they bought outside from the Kierinki. Then another example is in regional level Lapland. We are using 450 million euros for food annually. And we are processing only 10% from that inside in Lapland. So 400 million is going by truck money outside from Lapland that we are getting the food. So the big question is how we are transferring our nature raw materials for added value to local economies and stopping this capital outflow. So we need to add more value for our raw materials. This example has done Antti Kuivalainen from Forest of Lapland company. And like you see, when you are selling berries, €1 per kilo, it's not much, but when you are adding more value and in the end you are selling some kind of cream, you might get €500 for this berry. It's calculated, of course, but then you are having more money to stay in area. So it's easy. We have business potential, but how should we start to doing this? Because the problem is same all over the Arctic area, all over the Finland and Europe. Rural areas are losing people because money is going away from there. What we have done in Lapland, we did 2-3 years ago, regional food program, where we noticed the actions for development projects to reach 100 million euros new turnover for food sector. We defined the raw materials, which is easy to grow in Lapland, and what kind of actions we need to do for those raw materials, and what are the potential selling channels. We are not doing this alone, we are doing it together. We need to have huge network for putting this ongoing, and it starts from education. We have several schools which are educating in food sector, and the problem nowadays is that students are not get enough good entrepreneurial skills. They are educated well to product different kind of products, but what then? They are not having processing facilities. They don't have money to buy own ones after the school. So then we are needing a little bit help from municipalities. They should to build some kind of shared facilities where the students or graduated people can start to produce the first products to the markets. But then the problem is how to commercialization these products, how to sell. Each small entrepreneur is full of job when they need to collect, perhaps grow the raw material, process it, and then should to find the selling channels. So there we are needing different kind of helping system, and then we are needing the nerve center in regional level, which can handle this information and helping the exporting away from Lapland and of course away from Finland. So basically the cluster is information management. How to solve entrepreneurs' problems, how to educate new ones, and how to fund this by using the best available funding instruments. So in the end it's quite easy, but it's really difficult. So what we have done, or what we are now doing, we are looking what kind of networks we have outside of Lapland, mainly in East-North Finland area, and then we are collecting now the companies more porteristic cluster model. And let's see where this is leading. We are hoping that in some day we will achieve that 100 million new turnover in food sector to Lapland. At least we have the best raw materials in the whole world, so I'm believing for that. I think, thank you. Yes.
Thank you for this inspiring speech. Any quick comments? This is for you.
Thank you.
Okay, Aulikki.
Thank you. It is really interesting class. I was just wondering that where is the focus? Of course, the focus is to get more revenue to Lapland, but do you focus on to export or that these products would be used more in Finland?
Both, because like I showed, we have huge inside markets, even in regional level. I think we have 30 million euros what we are using in public food sector, and now most of the ingredients are coming outside from Lapland. So there is huge potential. Then of course tourism. Tourism is giving us potential to export in our own land, and then we can find channels. But our companies are really small ones, entrepreneurs, families. So we don't have in food sector big industry yet.